Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am heading into town right now, pulling the big sailboat trailer because it's getting close to winter now, and it's time to pull my brother Peter's sailboat out of the water. I don't know if we'll actually be able to pull it out today or if I'm just going to leave the trailer out and then they'll load it and I'll pick it up later. But it's better to get this done as soon as possible. And then I also need to stop off at the gas station and fill out about 8 jerry cans worth of gas, just kind of, you know, preparing, like I said, for winter and getting everything ready. I'll hopefully be able to do another gas run before the lake actually freezes. So yeah, it's really cold. I've got the heat blasting full blast right now. I actually filmed this morning because there was snow on the ground. I'll show you guys that clip right now. So I just woke up to grab some firewood to load into my fireplace and noticed it was snowing, but not only just snowing, it's actually gathering on the ground, which is both exciting and kind of worrying. Ooh, feels a little bit early for it, but I'm kind of a winter guy, so I don't really mind. Oh, it's too cold to be out here right now and just my undies, so I'm gonna grab a few logs and head back inside. Hopefully we can enjoy fall for a little bit longer before the snow actually starts sticking and building up. So I'm gonna pull in, we'll drop off that, and then we'll go head for gas. Alright, so that was easy. They can't pull it out today, but they said that they should be able to pull it out sometime within this week or the next week, and they'll just send a text and then we can come bring it back to the marina. Got the gas, you can see in the back there. I got 7 jerry cans, which should last us a while. You know, we probably won't have to fill up until just before freeze up. So that's the outside chores for today, and I can head back to the island and start working on the other projects up there. Whacking my knees. Love you. Be safe. We've kind of got this trend going that started when we were about 7 years old of waving until the boat goes out of sight. But the only problem with doing this at our deck is you can see the boat for a very long time, so it's kind of like an arm workout all the way until they get out of view. Well, Lando, it's just me and you now. Come here. He's gonna miss his mom and dad, that's for sure. Aren't you, buddy? Yes. We're gonna have some fun, right? Maybe we'll go hiking or go in the woods or just stay cozy in the cabin. Well, guys, there they go. My parents are going off on another adventure to finish the trip they had started of crossing all of Canada. And they did all of that from, the coast to BC, all the way to here, which they stopped for a while for Caroline's wedding and stuff and the funeral. And then now they're continuing on to make their way to Newfoundland, Canada, which is one of my favorite places in the world. So kind of jealous, but I've got a lot of work to do here to stay the winter, so I can't really take that time off to go on a trip right now. But yeah, I'm completely alone up at the island again, just like I was last year. Pretty sure it was last year. And this is gonna be a shorter stint than that time. I was alone for almost 2 months last year, but this time it'll only be about a week or 8 days, something like that, until Peter gets back from his trip with Expedition Overland that he's been on for a while. And then it'll just be us two up here. But man, another wet, rainy day. At least it's not snow. I'm not quite ready for that just yet. Lando, come on, let's get inside. Just gonna do some work on the laptop, editing some photos and videos, and then we'll continue with the work outside. Now that my mom's away, there's none of her delicious home-cooked meals. And I don't feel like cooking right now. I can cook, so I'm not going to be eating like this the whole time, but frozen pizza. That's the way to do it. Like I said, it's very moody weather outside right now. Just cloudy, and it's not raining, but there's pretty good mist going on, so you do get wet when you walk outside. Turns out I'm not going to be completely alone for as long as I thought, because my Uncle Tim and a couple of the guys are coming up. I think it's only for one day. They might stay the night, but I'm not sure, to close up the rest of the cabins. As you know, on this island there's a lot more cabins than just ours. There's a few of them where my uncles come up and stay. And yeah, so they're closing them all down, just getting the water systems done, and antifreezed or whatever they do to those ones. And then they're also bringing a load of firewood that they're going to be putting up at the main lodge, which is the big cabin on the hill, because that's the cabin they use if they come up in the winter. They do like a couple snowmobile trips a year with all the guys and stay in there, so they'll need tons of firewood up there. And then also to put some firewood in the sauna, which is a necessary part of life in my opinion, but definitely in the winter when you come back from a big long snowmobile trip, that's a great place to go. I might actually light that up tomorrow if I can. So anyways, all that to say, I'm going to be doing a few things to get ready for when they come, and getting the barge pumped out because it's kind of full of water right now. So I can bring that over tomorrow morning and pick them up. I know that was a bit of a jump to this part of the video, but that's because if you look out the window, it's been raining, like downpour rain for the past couple days. So I haven't been able to do much outside. I've just been working on other things indoors. But few quick updates. One, my Uncle Tim and the boys aren't actually going to be able to make it this week, so they're going to see if they can make it next week, which means I have to do the winter shutdown for at least some of the cabins, because it's going to be like 0 and even -2 for the next 2 days. And then Peter's flight got changed from Friday to Thursday, which is today. It's already dark outside and it's only like 6, and his flight arrives in town at around 9, like 30 or something, I think. So it's gonna be pretty late when I go to pick him up and bring him back. But I was kind of excited to be alone for a while, but at the same time, with everything that's going on, it's been kind of harder than I thought. So I'm looking forward to having Pete up here again. But right now I'm just making some dinner, not frozen pizza this time, but one of the coziest meals that I really enjoy. It's very simple. I'm sure throughout these videos you'll probably realize I like very hearty and warm, cozy meals most of the time. This one's perfect for a nice cold fall day like this. It's below 0 right now. And it's just tomato basil soup. I'm not going to be making it. I'm just going to be using the store-bought stuff. Although I did make my own tomato soup with tomatoes that were from this garden out here in one of my earlier videos. I think it's called First Harvest or something, so you can check that out if you want to see it. But yeah, it's just tomato soup with meatballs and then grilled cheese sandwiches. Every time it's just so warming and filling, and I really love it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's also very simple, so it's perfect for a guy like me who isn't the best cook. Lando, want something to chew on? Here.
I already gave you a stick. I already gave you a stick. Oh, you're still hyper, eh? Fine, you can have that one too. Hey, Lynn. I already gave you a couple meatballs. You can't have any more. No. No more. No more for you.
Well, guys, it doesn't get much better than this. A cold, cozy, rainy afternoon with tomato soup. Did you just hit your head? Aww. With tomato soup and grilled cheese. And I'm probably going to put on Rick Steves' European Christmas. I know it's early, but if you've never seen Rick Steves' Christmas series, it's just the coziest thing ever. I watch it at all times of the year because I like it, so you should definitely check that out. Most of you guys have already had this meal before in your lives, so I'm just going to sit down and enjoy it. Got the fire going, got tons of extra soup and grilled cheese for when I pick up Peter. So the cabin will be warm and he'll have food after all his long flights from Montana. Well, that was a delicious dinner. Now it's time to head out in the pitch black. It's only 8:30 right now. In the summertime, it would still be bright. The sun set at 6:11. So it's getting darker a lot earlier now. And we'll get less and less daylight as winter comes. But yeah, it's not that long of a drive. Should be back in about an hour and a half with Pete. And hopefully, I mean, he'll probably be resting for a while since he just came off a long trip. But I look forward to having his extra hands for some of the work that needs to be done around here. How's it going?
Good, long day of travel.
It's so dark on the roads right now.
Yeah.
Like,
finally back on the island. It's a long day of driving, traveling.
Lando's gonna be excited.
Len! Lando! You get the door?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy! Cozy. Get a fire going. Lynn.
I can't really look at the camera or else I'll be blinding you guys, but I'm over at my Uncle John's and my Uncle Tim's cabins, and I'm just gonna be putting in some antifreeze into their bathrooms and water systems. They've already drained all the water from their pipes, so this will just help out a little bit. And it is super cold right now. Probably should have brought some gloves. It's -2, so it's 2 below, and that's in Celsius. So it's pretty cold. Definitely cold for this time of the year, but we are getting closer to winter, so I was kind of expecting that. But after I'm done this, we're actually getting another visitor at the island, which is my sister Caroline and my brother-in-law Matt. They're coming up. Like I said earlier, I'm actually really happy people are coming up, even if it's only for a few days. During difficult times like this, it's great to have family members, and I'm really looking forward to having them both up here. So I'm going to get this done, and then I'll go pick them up and bring them across to the island. Okay, that's one. Gotta do a couple more. Wow, my hair. Well, guys, Peter is now back. We just spent the last few hours talking, and now it's really late. It's about 2 in the morning, so I'm about to crawl into bed. But I remember in the last video, I said how I was changing to the top bunk to see if it'd be warm up there, and I'd let you know if it was or not. And it definitely is. I've slept up there for 2 nights now, and it's way warmer. So I'm probably going to be staying up there for the rest of the winter. I definitely prefer the bottom bunk, but in these cold times, I need to do everything I can to stay warm. I'm going to be calling it a night, and I will see you guys in the morning. After picking up my sister and brother-in-law, I spent the next day just enjoying my time with my family. If there's anything I've learned from everything that's happened recently, it's to enjoy and savor every moment with my loved ones. We had a great time fishing, doing firewood, and just sitting around talking in our cozy cabin in the wilderness. I'm so thankful for all these amazing memories we get to make with each other. Yeah.
Can we get the sauna going?
You want to?
I think so.
Okay.
What should I do? Just grab that lighter and...
Yeah, and then we grab some fire starter. We'll have to carry some wood up there, but...
It's the rules.
Yeah.
Cold water plunge.
Brr, it's cold. Just got a fire going, so it should heat up in here quite nicely. I also have Lando with me tonight, so he should keep me warm. I think I'm gonna call it a day, and also end the video here. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I know it's a little bit different than what I usually do. I decided, since I had family coming up and it's still a lot going on, that I would film more of a day in the life type video. Just filmed exactly what was happening and tried to let you guys in on everything. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed it. I really wanted to say a big thank you to all of you guys who have been leaving comments, especially on last week's video, with your encouragement and well wishes and prayers. I can't tell you how much that all means to me. I really appreciate it, and it definitely helps a lot. So thank you guys very much. Caroline and Matt will be here until Monday, so one more day, and Peter's obviously going to be here most of the winter, so we'll probably get up to some pretty fun stuff. I'm going to have Matt and Pete help me out with some wood tomorrow, and just kind of soldier on through some of the jobs we need to do before winter while I have the extra hands. And then we've got a lot of other stuff going on. I told you guys that I was going to do some more carving and stuff like that during the winter time, and I think I might start that a little bit earlier because I've really been thinking about it recently and I want to do some more of it. I've done some carvings in the past, mostly just whittling, but now I have some new tools and I would like to try stuff on a greater scale. I'm not exactly sure what that means yet. I'm pretty new to the whole thing, but if you guys have any suggestions or things you'd want to see done on the channel, please let me know and I'll see what I can do. And as always, a special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my Patreon channel. Your support really means a lot, and it helps me to be able to keep doing what I love doing and bringing you guys new content each week. So hopefully it heats up in here. I'm going to head to bed, and I will see you guys next week for another adventure.